She had already planned the wedding before we were officially engaged.
Mom took a couple shots.
Yeah, a couple shots. His timing starts to make more sense when you realize he's waiting on you, not you waiting on him. So for our kids, just to be able to... My name is Samuel Fowler. I grew up in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm one of 10 kids. I have 6 brothers and 3 sisters. I ended up going to Oral Roberts University in Tulsa, and then shortly thereafter got into real estate. Last few years I've been doing multifamily assets with a partner. So I have a lot of experience in real estate side, which is kind of what led us into even having an interest in a project like Arcadia.
My name is Sage Fowler. I am one of 2 kids. Born and raised in Tulsa. Went to a small private school here in Tulsa and then graduated from the University of Oklahoma. Boomer. Did a couple of other things before I landed in real estate, but Sam really encouraged me and kind of let me run free with some ideas, and we went from potentially turning 1 long-term rental into an Airbnb to having 4. I've really enjoyed the design aspect of it, so that's kind of how...
And she's good at it.
Thank you. That's kind of how my role is going to be transpiring with Arcadia. He's a big part of the visionary part, and I'm the support and the design eye, so...
Arcadia has come about as a product of a few different disciplines and skill sets that I've developed, and just vision, something that I've had a dream for, doing something similar to Arcadia for 10, 15 years. It's funny, I've been on a journey, a very headstrong journey, and determined to reach financial freedom through real estate. So I've had a lot of drive for acquiring and gaining assets that put our family in a strong position. I grew up in more of a poverty environment where everything was always believing in faith and trusting the Lord, and I kind of got burnt out on that a little bit. Last year, 2024, was a big year for me for trusting the Lord, exploring what it means to trust the Lord, and specifically in my finances. That was an area that He didn't have room in. It was in Sam I trust, and that was stressful. And so last year I really started leaning into just following the Lord and trusting Him. And I got to this point that I realized I don't want to be doing anything if God's not in it. And so a month later, I found the property. We went out and toured it. The first time we saw it, we went way past the property lines. We were outside the 20 acres.
He kept saying, no, this is 20 acres. I'm like, this is like 45. We're on somebody else's property.
We came back out about a month later with the real estate agent. She showed us the perimeter of the land. And so after she left, I said, hey, I want to just take some time in prayer and sit and ask the Holy Spirit. And so I just sat there in silence. And it was about 10 minutes in, I just heard the Holy Spirit say, make it about me and it's yours. So God has been in it. He was at the beginning of it. He's been through it. He's going to be through it as it's operating. And we're excited to have a project that we are co-creating with Him.
The word Arcadia means an unspoiled, harmonious wilderness, a peaceful paradise where people live in balance with nature, and a return to simplicity, stillness, and the ideal rhythm of life surrounded by the natural world. Our goal primarily is to provide a space where people can come, disconnect with the world around them, and reconnect with themselves and with their significant others, their friends, their spouses. This is going to be an adults only space, so leave the kiddos at home and come in and explore a peaceful space. We have recognized, especially within the last couple of years, that there's such a need for us to de-stim because we're always so overstimulated. Oftentimes whenever you ask someone, how have you been? Oh, busy. That's a very traditional American answer to a question that I have come to find busy is not a good answer. I'm at peace. I'm at rest. I feel free. Like, those are better answers. Arcadia Springs is supposed to be a place of peace, and we want people to feel that. The whole point is that you leave Arcadia Springs, you go back to your life, and you recognize I can find peace wherever I am. Peace is found within. And whenever you take yourself out of that overstimulation and you allow yourself to reconnect and de-stem, you can find that peace no matter where you're at. Samuel and I met at a outdoor volleyball brew pub in March of 2021. Started casually seeing each other and then officially started dating, I think, October.
Yeah.
Got engaged in April.
She had already planned the wedding before we were officially engaged. So we were planning to get married in Mexico, do a destination wedding with our family and friends, and it ended up working out better for us to just go ahead and privately get married here in Tulsa. We got privately married in June, which was kind of special because then it was just like our little secret. We told her parents, we told a few people.
Didn't tell his parents though.
Didn't tell my parents. So they got to find out literally in Mexico after we walked down the aisle. We told everyone to go back, have a shot, and at the little shot table was a photo of us getting married back in June. So mom was surprised, that's for sure.
Mom took a couple shots.
Yeah, a couple shots.
If I had a warning label, what would it be?
Well, yeah, I don't know. I have to think about it. You just went right into it. I feel like I can pick mine more than I can pick yours.
I guess that's probably safe for you.
Yeah. It would read something like, don't be offended if she says exactly what she's thinking, and it might piss you off a little bit because it's coming out. The other one would be, if she's very cranky, have her check her blood sugar. There's a high likelihood blood sugar is too high with her being diabetic and we need to bring it down. So once you get a little insulin in, she sweetens up.
Warning, believes reading is fun.
Whatever.
He's a big bookworm. Like, we'll literally read 9 books at a time. Very often we'll like sit down for breakfast and he'll just sit a book down on the table and I'm like, oh, we're reading. Great. That's what I wanted to do this morning. It's like a split 50-50. Some people like it, some people don't. But occasionally grows a mustache. I am not a mustache fan. Top Gun came out and everybody thought mustaches were super cool, and his gets really thick and gets stuff stuck all in it. Ugh.
So I've always been very into fitness. Started when I was about 13, 14 years old, lifting weights. Was a college athlete, lifted weights there, continued to do that when I got out of school. And just in the last few years, I've realized how much chronically across America we deal with health issues later in life. And so I've started to take more of a proactive approach, referred to as biohacking or focusing on longevity. With that, I started doing a morning routine, and this morning routine involved sauna and cold plunge, and over the last year and a half has included meditation. And so it's really cool to have an area that I'm very excited about, that I've been practicing, we've been practicing in, and that marries perfect with the real estate side. So the things that I'm interested in or that I've developed skills in, being able to pull them together and provide a product and service to people that has a huge need, especially kind of in the middle of the country. There's a lot of places on the coast that they do, there's little wellness camps or wellness retreat places. There's not a whole lot of people doing it throughout the Midwest area, and especially not in Oklahoma.
So we only have one on the way right now.
You're pregnant?
I want Eden to be able to understand that as long as she trusts in the Lord's plan for her life and she listens to the Holy Spirit and his guidance, whatever he puts on her mind, her heart, no matter how unachievable it may seem, if he has that for her, then he will fulfill it.
I hope our kids are able to see what we've done, see what we've built, see how we took a step back and trusted the Lord and kind of got out of the driver's seat. I love the line, you can go fast by yourself, but you can go far together. And to me, God's timing's rarely fast. So that rings true, but his timing starts to make more sense when you realize he's waiting on you, not you waiting on him. So for our kids, just to be able to see what it looks like to have role models, have parents that are willing to be uncomfortable and trust the Lord.
During my sound healing sessions, I always tell people that have never been to a sound bath before, the expectation is to not expect anything, because whatever happens is what's supposed to happen. for Arcadia Springs and the peace that we hope that it brings to people, the expectation would be that you leave feeling filled. Although we're going to have all these different modalities of, rest and peace, it is ultimately up to the guests what their experience is. They can be on their phones the whole time. They can, be doing the same things that they're used to doing, or they can choose to step aside and say, I'm going to take some intentional time. I'm going to enjoy the land. I'm going to enjoy the amenities. And so we just really hope that our guests take a little bit of time, even driving there or however far they're traveling from, to set an intention that this is how I'm going to enjoy my time and dedicate my time to peace and stillness and disconnect while I'm there.
I feel like we all know the answer here.
I would 100% say that Sam is most likely to start a fire.
I mean, historically, for sure. I've been a pyro my whole life. Started at like 10 years old, burning down a forest.
My favorite part of the story is that he had a whole bunch of friends over for his birthday.
Probably like 10 or 15, like 10-year-olds.
Lit the bottle rockets up a tree, literally set the forest on fire. And then so he didn't get in trouble, I
made all the kids raise their hand and promise me they wouldn't tell their parents. Which, I'll tell you what, when my parents found out about that, I got to call every single parent and apologize.
Hey, but that's a sign of a true leader right there. You can get that many kids.
Dude, I had, at 10 years old, like, they were all ready to sign up for the Army with me. Like, we were lined out.
As you can tell, we are very excited and very passionate about Arcadia Springs. So if you are passionate about what we're passionate about and Arcadia Springs resonates with you, we would love for you to follow along on our journey as we continue to build it. I've always wanted to say this, but if you want to follow along, subscribe, click the little button. And you can also follow us on Instagram and TikTok, all of those good things. Those will be linked as well. But thank you for joining us today. Thanks for following along as we're building this passion project, and we can't wait for you to come visit us once we open.
Good stuff.
I've always wanted to
She's always wanted to Did you get that?
Can I do I literally can't see my feet.
No way.
Watch the limbs.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Son of a That's my third time in a week.
I know. Me on the camera
Sorry,
being like,
Ethan.